And wait till we get some people. So it's so early. It's so early, and I understand that if people aren't awake. Mhm. I haven't even made coffee yet today. Until we get some people coming on here. See if we get any messages. So the reason why I'm making this video, anyways, just to put it to you, is that we're looking. So a big is giving us intent. So I'm new to Randonautica, and as you've seen me exploring with Angelo, it's always good to have ideas for intentions using this app, so that when we go out and do these explores, it's exciting. We have ideas for intent. We know that we might find something rather than a dud. So that's what we're doing right now. So what I'm coming on here for is lend us your intent. Message us. Tell us what intentions you have for us when we go on our next adventure. So I'm not sure if Angelo will be attending my first rando explore, but my buddy Braden will be. So my it's actually funny. Rhythm guitarist will be joining me on a few explores, and because he's really into it, and he also knows a little bit more about the Randonautica app. So yeah, like we just want to know what kind of intentions do you guys see us embarking on this adventure? What do you hope that we'll find? I know it's early. It's so early. It's 7:45 a.m. It's like people are like, "Why do a live stream so early?" But that's me, man. I haven't even made my coffee yet. I'll have my coffee soon. So this is the Bat Cave down here. I've actually moved my office again. I actually like it down here though. It's nice and cool down here as well. So yeah. So what intentions do you guys have for Randonautica? That's the big thing today. I have to go back on some of my socials here and stuff. It's always good when you make different passwords for all your socials, but you don't remember any. Oh, okay, here we go. What is this one? Oh my god, I don't remember that one. Oh, and we're okay. There we go. Cool. Hello, Brad from Denmark. This is Tina. Okay. Hello, Tina. What is your intent? So, as I said before, what we're looking for is your intent for the next Randonautica video. So, since I'm new to it, I'm hoping, like, I don't want to just do a video just bland and and we're not ready, we're not prepared. You know what I mean? And I find with myself, I'm always like, like I don't really have so many ideas for intent. So I'd like to hear what you guys have. Like, so like, what are your intentions for the Randonautica video, our very first Randonautica video to our channel? We'll still be doing more when Angelo gets back. So Angelo is going. I'm not sure where he's traveling. I don't really know. He was talking a bit about doing stuff in the States. So he'll be gone. So like I'm hoping to do my own Randonautica videos shortly. And also we'll still be doing more with him as well when he gets back because he's really excited. The only request he had was so like we don't have the intent of C3 or Cameron because that's something that he wants to do and it's been a thing on his channel for a while now. So ours will be completely separate from that. So like as long as the intent doesn't coincide with that, we're okay. Oh, excited to see if there's anybody else. Oh, there we go. We got some more people coming on. So what is your intentions, people? That's what we're looking for. Right now I'm just checking all my socials. We do have I am in a musical band. I have a singer for Parental Pathology, so I've just been waiting anxiously. We have the third single that's about to release very, very shortly. Anybody messaged? Oh, nobody's messaged again yet. We got a few people watching though, which is really cool. You guys are early birds like me today. Like I never get up this early. I'll sleep in till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. But today I just happened to I happened to get up at 7 a.m. So if it's really early, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's check these. Socials. It's actually really funny. I don't know if I can show it on here because it's an image, but I met the band. I met the band Monster Truck last night, and I don't have this photo on my Exploring with Brad Instagram. It's actually on my band Instagram. But I was at work, and I was pumping like people pumping gas, and I saw these people come into the store. It was really really funny, and I just like you guys are in a band that I know. And then the guitarist from the band, he pokes his head. He's like, "Yeah, we're fucking Monster Truck." And I just started, I was cracked up. So like, I was able to talk to these guys into having a photo. So I met the whole band outside of the parking lot. We had a photo. Oh wait, we have some intent. All right, so this is Tina again. Lloyd from Denmark. The truth about NASA. And thank you for your work with Angelo. You are a great guy. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Tina. That is awesome. So that's 1 in 10. We have NASA. So maybe we'll come into some space stuff, eh? I actually love space. I'm a big fan. I've been a space nerd for a long, long time. I'm very interested in like extraterrestrial, like aliens and things like that. I do love the show X Files too, which kind of goes back and forth between like things like that because Mulder himself is a big nerd and he loves NASA. Okay. Alrighty, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that I could show this photo in here, but it's really funny. I can't believe I met these guys. Yeah, I know. Space is awesome. I just love it. I have many interests actually. I'll talk to you guys. So like I don't know if you've seen a few of my videos. The latest video that I've done with Angelo, we were in an abandoned prison that still had power. I'm a huge Goosebumps fan. And when I saw that they had a library and it was full of Goosebumps book, they didn't have every book. They didn't have every book, In the video, I had said like, "Oh my god, this is all that." There's actually thousands. There's actually like so many Goosebumps bumps I didn't even know existed. So even when they made the Goosebumps television show, they didn't have every book. They only have so many episodes, and then the show. I don't know if the show ran out of money or they couldn't do it anymore. It's really upsetting though because I love Goosebumps. I was actually even watching it last night, and so one of my favorite episodes is Stay in the Basement. I like that one. They used to have a selection on Netflix, but now you can't see these episodes anymore. So like I liked what was it? Werewolf of Fever Swamp, Stay Out of the Basement, Haunted Mask. Those were really really good ones. What wasn't? I think there was one called My Teacher the Monster. So I can't remember. There was another one though that was really 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 good. Mhm. So we do need more intentions. We're still looking for other stuff if you guys can think of any. All cool. More intentions for Randonautica. I'm hoping that Angie comes on here. That'd be really, really funny. I'm not sure if he's in bed right now. He could be. I know that sometimes he's up early too. So we're looking for your intentions for the next video. Oh boy. I'm surrounded by minions too. I don't know if you guys noticed this. So my wife, she loves minions. She's obsessed with them. That's her thing. And she also likes hobby ancestry. Yeah, she put this hat on. Switch things up a bit. Oh, that's better. Now I feel like more at home. Oh, hello. There's another person on here. So we're looking for your intentions, folks. Anybody that comes on. I don't know if you've heard of the app Randonautica. Let's bring it up here because I'm just starting to use it. It's got like a little owl figurine and stuff like that. So let's see. So what's good about this app though is they give you coins every day to find new locations, and the locations could be abandoned, they could be historic, they could be weird. They could lead you to nothing because sometimes people will generate stuff and it's no longer around. Oh, I have owl tokens. All right, let's see here. They're selling merchandise now, so I guess you could buy like what owl t-shirts. Oh, here we go. My daily tokens. We'll claim them now. You get a lot of tokens each day. Okay, so I got 150 tokens. Oh, I think I have too many tokens. What's going on? All right. It's funny because sometimes they'll give you ideas for intent too. Someone said persuasive, but if you don't know the app, there's like a few things on here. I don't know if you can see that. You might not be able to. So it says attractors, power, and voids. We usually don't find anything on voids on the app, but it's like a GPS, and you can find different exciting locations, whether they be like paranormal, like whether they could be anything really. They could be abandoned, historic, could be a cave or waterfall, things like that. We're going to be using attractor and power seems to be the best on the app to use. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how far we'll be driving because, as you can see, the gas is expensive right now still. But yeah, message me on here. We have a live chat going on the right hand side. So Tina gave us some for those that didn't know. So she said hello, and she's like the truth about NASA. So that's her intent. So like that's the first intent going on up. So we want to have more and more coming. I've just been checking socials this morning. I don't have my coffee. Should have made a coffee before I came down here. You're really, really great. And it was funny. I had a few people asking me what are my personal interests. So like for one, I'm a huge gamer. I love space. Um, that's those who know me. I'm a space nerd. I love Goosebumps. That's a big thing for me. X Files, and I love my Seinfeld. I watch that every day. Hmm. Oh, no new intent yet. So we're still looking for intentions. What are your intentions on our next Randonautica adventure? Okay, so I'm really excited today. So my music producer, he is back, and he's also my co-writer, and we're also writing new music for my band. So those that don't know or haven't seen the a new video we actually put out, just like me and Braden decided to do a little live stream, and we were just playing one of our upcoming songs. There's going to be new music coming out. We're really excited to go back to the studio. It's been a very, very long time. There is a new single coming out soon, Permadeath. So it will be available on all platforms within the month, I'm hoping, because I know it takes 3 weeks to process. So that's another thing that I really, really like. I really like music as well. I have too many hobbies to label. Some people know that I'm also a longboarder too, so I'm into longboarding. Mhm. Oh, wait, we've got more. I think so, Tina. I know it's so early. It's 8 a.m. in Canada. Like I'm usually people get up. I mean, people do work, right? Like, so people will have jobs working at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 4 a.m. But yeah, so for usually, I should have done a live stream at noon, but like I felt like doing this early because I actually am going to my guitarist Braden's today because he's gonna go exploring with us. He's gonna be a new face to the channel. He really, really is interested in exploring urbex phenomena, historic, all the things that we usually do. So he will be coming to the channel, and he's going to be embarking on the next adventure. I can't promise Angelo will be in my first Randonautica video, but because he's traveling, he's in the United States. However, we'll be doing a bunch of new adventures together. We're really excited to get back together again and be exploring and hanging out and everything like that. He's actually been teaching me things. Really, really grateful that he's been teaching me things. Just how to be a better YouTuber and new film techniques and things like that. Like as I said, we are always learning new things as a filmmakers or content creators. Like nobody is perfect, you know what I mean? We're always learning and we're always building and growing from that. So yeah. So last time I had a few intentions that were kind of neat. So the last intention I had was suspicious. So we used that. We didn't get anything with that, which was a real bummer. I was hoping that we would get something, find something in that park that we were exploring, and we didn't end up seeing anything until like way way later when we started contacting C3. Does anyone know who C3 is? Who do you think C3 is? Is it a kid? Is it a person? Or like we don't know. We actually still are freaked out about our last adventure, and we've been talking back and forth about it. Not no new messages so far. So yeah, we're still looking for new intentions. It's funny because a few of my friends at work, so like I imagine pretty soon that we'll get their messages on here and their intent trying to screw with us, but we'll use any intent to our disposal for our new videos that we're getting. I just collected 150 owl tokens. I don't know what is the limit on tokens. So I tried to collect mine today, and it keeps freezing. So the thing that we're going to do, which is, I don't know if it's different from what anybody else is doing. So apparently on the app, it's saying that basically power is the is kind of like the best thing to do. So we're saving power for last. So our idea throughout the video, our video that we're going to be putting out, hopefully, we're going to be using attractors throughout, and then we're going to try to use the best intent that you guys come up with in power, because we know that whenever we generate power, something wild happens. We find something absolutely crazy, and then you guys are like, oh my god, like what's happening, what's going to happen next? And then we kind of go with the same intent as last time if it was really 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 exciting, but we always save that for last. So yeah. And anything else you guys can tell me about Randonautica, because I am new. I am new to this app. So having ideas and things to come on. I've seen here there's two options. There's blind spots and there's something called anomalies. So he was saying that he usually uses anomalies. He finds like that's the best stuff that he was coming up with when I was with Angelo. hmm So we're looking for more intent, folks. So if you'll see, there's actually because obviously I can't hear you on your end. So we have a little messenger on, I believe it's on the right hand side of the page. So like message us your intent. What's your intent on our next Randonautica video? That's what's going on today. And I'm chilling here in the basement without coffee. I actually my office was much nicer than this before. I had one upstairs. I don't know why though. I like being in the basement. I like that it's cool down here. I like that my cat comes and hangs out down here. The only thing that's bad down here right now is it's a little cramped because we have a lot of stuff we have to put away. So we've got to fix our basement. We got to fix it up. And yeah, okay, so like this is the story I was talking about earlier. This is really funny from work. So I'm at work and I'm just doing my own thing. I'm putting things away in the store because throughout the day, like we're not busy, we have to stock and everything like that. And so these guys come in, and I'm a big music junkie. I love music. I love rock music as well. And this is what happened today. Yes, last night. So last night, these guys come in. I'm like, you guys are in a band, and I'm like, and then I know, and I just like left it at that. And the guy peered around the corner, and he was like, "Yeah, we're Monster Truck," and I freaking lost my mind. So, if those who don't know Monster Truck, they're actually on Spotify, and they sound like Soundgarden. So they kind of like bring back the old grunge music. Actually, I'll put it in the chat right now because I think well, I don't know those who don't have Spotify. I have Spotify. Actually, I'll put a YouTube link to them. I'll put a YouTube link to them. Hopefully I can share this photo. I've been wanting to share this photo of last night when I met them. Okay, here we go. Monster. Man. Funny when you type in like just certain things, like something completely different pops up and just throws you off. Oh wow, they have a video of this too. Okay, let's see if I can copy and paste this. Whoop, sorry about that. I don't want to get hit with a copyright for playing a video. So, all right, here we go. So we'll put this in the little thing down here. So lend us your intent, folks. So the message I just put in the chat there. This is the band I met last night. I met the whole band. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they're touring. I don't know if they're touring right now, but I know that they played a show. So I think they were headed to either Timmins, Ontario, or somewhere like that. Let's see if I can put a photo in here, though. Oh, I can only create a reaction. Let's see. Let me just see if it'll let me put a photo in, because then I can show you this photo. It's really, really funny. I was showing all my friends last night and laughing like, oh my god, like I met these guys. This is really wild. Activities. I can't do it. Okay, so it's only letting me put emojis in the chat. But anyways, if you guys look over to the right side, there's the chat. This is the band I met. Actually, you know what? I'll do this today. I'll because I know that I have two separate Instagrams. I'll put the photo in my other Instagram as well, so you guys can check that out. So I'll do that today. But anyways, they're really cool guys, and it was really nice. It's nice when you meet. It's nice when you meet celebrities that are really cool and they're down to talk to you. They don't just like push you away or anything like that. hmm I actually might be looking for my own. Oh wait, what's going on here? I like to check all my socials at once. Okay, so like I met Monster Truck last night, and it's funny. So my guitar player Alex, he's like, "Did you slip him our demo?" And I'm just like, I'm just laughing. That's so funny. So I don't know. I don't know if I should use the intent of suspicious again because we didn't get anywhere with it. That was my intent. I thought that that would be cool. I thought we would find something suspicious, something that made us think like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" Right? But we did not. We didn't. We didn't end up finding anything with that one. It always seems to be like when we put power on Randonautica, we seem to find like the craziest stuff. What's going on? He's reacting to that. That's so funny. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll see if people are into seeing this live stream also on my Facebook here. See what's going on. It's pretty exciting the other day. I don't know if it was the other day. It was like just recently. It was my niece's birthday. So happy birthday, Aubrey, from Uncle Brad. Oh, I don't even know if I can share it. Okay, let's see here. We're live streaming now. All right. All right, guys. So whoever's on watching right now, give us your intent. We have a messenger on the right-hand side, and this is for the Randonautica app. So if you're not familiar with Randonautica, it brings you to weird places. It's got a built-in GPS, and you'll pick something from. So we like to use anomalies. That's the big thing on this. Everybody's saying that don't use blind spots; it doesn't bring you anywhere, or voids, not so much. So we use a tractor and we use power. And what this will do is it'll generate a location, but it's a radius, right? So you may not find the exact thing you're looking for. You have a radius to look in. So what we're looking for is your intent because in this app, pardon, is you want to go in with a certain intent and then that will bring you to whatever it is. So if it's creepy, it'll probably bring you to something weird, abandoned building or something very ominous. If it's like a beautiful intent, we could go to a waterfall or like a beautiful landmark or landscapes and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm just trying to get more people in this live stream because I realize it's so early in the morning. I probably should have done this noon, but it was 8 a.m. and I was boogieing and I was ready to do this. I'm actually going to my buddy Braden's house today, and we're gonna be thinking of intent, just thinking of what our next video could be. Well, intent wise, like thinking like, okay, where are we going? Like what are we thinking? Like what kind of mood are we gonna be in, right? Because that seems to generate things. 'Cause we don't want to go into this app and then not find anything. That happens a lot of the time. You'll generate a tractor power and then it just leads you to a field. So you're in a farmer's field. So like What's probably going to happen is we're probably going to go out with camera a few times, and if we don't, whatever I find that's boring, like uninteresting, I'm not going to film it. I'm going to wait until I have the best intent so I can find the best stuff to show you guys. Nautica intent. I'll put intentions. Let's see if anybody comes on here. All right, here we go. Let's see if more folks from Facebook come on. Google.com. Let's see, does it show up? Okay. So if you guys on the right hand side, you'll see a messenger because obviously I can't hear you from your end. Lend us your intent. What is your intent for the next video, being the Randonautica video? I should put that right here too. Randonautica intentions. Alrighty. I'm gonna put a little picture of an owl. It was really funny because Angelo has a stuffed animal of an owl. So when we were driving, he was like playing with it and stuff like that. It was hilarious. I wish I could put an actual photograph of this in the live stream. I don't know if I can. I could try. Let's see if it actually shows up. Will it show up? No, it doesn't show up. Damn it. Darn. I'm actually going to look more up on this app right now. Let's look this up online. I'm talking about that a little bit more. Dig into the depths of the Bat Cave layer. Randonautica.com. Here we go. What I like about the app, though, is that it's absolutely free. That's really cool. Actually, oh, here we go. They actually have something available now. So they have the official guide to Randonautica. How much is that? Oh, it's free on Kindle or audiobook. That's interesting. And the paperback is $14.99. I might actually buy that book. That's actually really, really cool. It's got like little flashlights. It's got a cat and like owl on there. All right, so here's the origin. Like, what does it say in the back? So this is the back of the Randonautica guidebook. So it says the story of Randonautica is the story of millions of people reaching out into the world, searching for novelty and relating it back to themselves in the form of significance and meaning. After all, novelty is something that can inspire you in your daily life. It is something abrupt that changes the way you view the world and adds a little spice to an otherwise routine existence. Randonautica also uses mind matter interaction technology, which offers the challenging change in worldview that your mind is more connected to the material world than most of you may suspect at first glance. Get ready for a wild adventure as you learn about the project from its founder's perspective and get an inside look at the phenomenon that has infused novelty into millions of people's lives. You'll learn about the science, various theories, and spirituality behind the app and how you can join in the fun. Okay, so that's interesting. And it has an origin story here that's really, really cool as well. So let's look this up. So yeah, guys, definitely if you're also Randonautica fans, definitely check this out. They have a website, they have a guidebook you can buy. So if you're like me where this is totally new to you, there's a book that there's a book right here. It's a little paperback. You can get it on Kindle for free. So let's see. It says chapter 1, the origin story. So let's just get the origins of this so that we're a little bit more familiar with it. So it says Randonautica, the mysterious viral sensation that took the world by storm during the global pandemic in 2020. So I guess this is when it was first created, has become something of an urban legend. But what are the truth and the motivations behind the project? In this chapter, you will learn the intentions and the inspiration behind the app and also get a brief look at the early days of the project and even some pre Randonautica history. So that's interesting. And it says you will get the inside scoop from the creators themselves and get to see the initial motivations for the app that eventually took the world by storm. Randonautica is a way for people of all different ages and lifestyles to generate a truly random point to adventure to. So that's really cool. Understanding what Randonautica is can be better achieved by first establishing what is not. For starters, you will come to learn that this book that Randonautica is not a normal app. Randonautica is not simply one thing. It's not a game or navigation resource. It's not just entertainment or a social media tool. Randonautica broke the mold on how people interact with technology, their own awareness, and the environment by stepping outside the bounds of what people believed a mobile app could do. Randonaut- Randonautica, or being a randonaut, can bring about a new way of seeing and feeling the world. From its foundation theory to, let's see if it goes to the next page here. TV series, video game, social media app, instead you start engaging more frequently and actively with your own life. Connections become easier to make, and it's as if you become an active participant in your life. Instead of just blindly following your regular routines, finding your own storylines takes you out of, I can't even say this word, escapism. Ah, I'm just going to say that, and into a potently fluid reality. And it actually has like a little step by step thing showing about that. I know a little bit about it. Oh, wait, we have another intent. All right, so this is what we're looking for, folks. We're actually waiting for you to message us. So it says, how about treasure as an intent? Hi, from Scotland. It's 13:20 p.m. here. Oh, hi, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome to my random not video. So we're gonna be going out like shortly. I think we were discussing. Me and Braden were talking about going out Friday and using the app. So we're really excited. So anybody that's on here right now, the whole reason we're on here right now, right hand side, we got a messenger right here for you, and we want you to message us your intent. What's your intent on our next video? We need as many intentions as possible because if you guys want a great video, we need the best intent. We're going to be using what Angelo told me before I left because I didn't want to go into this thing and just get duds. I didn't want to find nothing for you guys. I wanted to find something interesting. So we're going to be using a tractor to start out with. So we're gonna pick intentions that you guys come up with, and we'll just pick the mild ones to begin with in a tractor, and then the really powerful ones that we feel that might be good for our next adventure. We'll be using the bigger ones. So like the really crazy stuff, we'll be using power on, and hopefully we find something really cool. So I'm actually so those that didn't see before what we were talking about. There's actually an official guidebook that's been made now. You can buy it. You can get it free on Kindle on Randonautica, how to use it, why it was created, and things like that. I often I'll be home, and with me, with just like the depression I have and stuff like that, I got to keep busy. I got to keep going all the time, and this app seems to just generate locations. So you go out on a drive, and you can set your radius on how far you want to go, and it's going to bring you it's going to bring you somewhere. It could be something beautiful, it could be a waterfall, or it could be something weird or somewhere else. But either way, you're going on an adventure, you're going on a hike, right? All right, so we're going to look up more stuff on this app. So it says how to use the app. Now that you know a bit about how the app got off the ground and why people often use it, let's dive into actually getting started. We'll explain the nuts and bolts of what the app does and also talk about how to apply yourself to the experience. So it says the main function of the app. On a basic level, Randonautica generates random coordinates and you follow them. Easy enough, right? And it says you can dictate just how far you are willing to extend your journey to by setting your radius, the circle of distance around your current or set location. Perhaps you want to take a short walk. In that case, you might want to set your radius to under a mile. So, like I said, guys, you don't have to have tons of money. You don't have to have anything to use this app to have a little bit of fun with your friends. You can make the radius short distance. You can make the radius a little long distance if you want to drive out of town, right? So it says driving gives you more flexibility to set farther distances. Where you're headed is going to be completely random. And that's kind of what Randonautica is about. You're finding random places, random objects, random anything. It really could be anything, guys. Like, it might not be all exciting the first time you use it. Maybe you might find something really boring. But the fact is, you're getting out of the house, you're doing things, you're being motive, right? So it says, but how far you have to travel to get there and what medium you use to travel by foot, bike, car. Actually, that's kind of cool. You can go by bike or spaceship. That's up to you. And going back to my being a space nerd, consider that weather conditions in the area and your means to reach this destination prior to setting your radius and venturing out. Okay, so let's see where here. Applying yourself to the experience via intentions and tractors and voids. So this is the thing that we're talking about. Like, what do you guys use when you use Randonautica? So there's a few options here. Oh, wait, we got another one. So Tina says, what about hidden money? Oh, that's kind of different. All right, so like we wanted to ask you guys personally, what do you guys use on Randonautica? Do you use a tractor? Oh my god, my camera's so wide. A tractor? Or do you guys use power? Or do you guys use voids? Does anyone find anything good on voids, right? I thought the app was kind of cute when I first saw it because it has an owl and I love owls. So it was kind of neat. All right, so we're still checking this guide here. So let's see what it says. So it says applying yourself to the experience via intentions, intent, attractors, and voids. So this is going to discuss a little bit about that. I'm not even sure what voids mean. If any of you know what that means, let me know before I read about it. So it says, even the experience of creating your settings is an element of choosing to embark on a randonaut journey. You might be wondering why. How is this different from just throwing a dart on a map in your area? Okay. There are two main reasons why using the app is more than just a random walk in the park, and they involve you as an individual. The elements that make this just as much about you as it is about the app are as follows: you setting an intention for your adventure, the way you direct the app to choose your location via attractors and voids. Okay. Let's look at each in more detail. Setting an intention. Randonauts sometimes ask, where do I set my intention? As if there is a place within the app to type it in. Well, there isn't. Are you set out for adventure? The theme of for your trip only needs to exist within your mind. You set your intention by clearing your mind and having a strong idea of what you'd like to discover or have your trip guided by. All you have to do is to give your intention some good thought as you're preparing for your journey and let Randonautica do the rest. So it is pretty simplistic. I mean, like, if I wanted to, I could like just think something in my mind, like, okay, like what do I want to see today? What do I want to what kind of mood am I in? You know what I mean? All right, let's see if we got any more attempts. So, guys, so those that are watching, the main reason why we're all here right now is for your intentions. So, if you don't know what Randonautica app is, you can watch this video again, or you can look it up on Google. It's an app. You can get it for free on Google Play, and it's actually really kind of neat. If you want to go for a car ride, a bike ride, if you want to go for a walk, you can set the radius to whatever you want and it'll bring you somewhere weird. It could bring you somewhere beautiful like a waterfall. It could bring you to a historical landmark. It could bring you to an abandoned building, right? Like it can bring you to somewhere different each time. So we're looking for your intentions. Continue messaging us your intent because like I said, we're going to be doing our very, very first Randonautica video on this channel. And we need as much intention and intentions and support as we can because I've heard like sometimes this app can be dangerous. It can be a little wild. So, okay, so let's see what else this thing says here. I'm just looking it up. Okay, so we read through this. Setting an intention. So it says Randonautics sometimes ask, where do I set my intention? As if there is a place within the app to type it in. Well, there isn't. As you set out for adventure, the theme for the trip only needs to exist within your mind. You set your intention by clearing your mind and having a strong idea of what you'd like to discover or have your trip guided by. All you have to do is give your intention some good thought as you're preparing for your journey and let Randonautica do the rest. Your intention can be specific, say, find a red door, or as open ended, say, seeking an answer to a life issue. Oh, that's interesting. As you like, but the stronger, clearer, and more focused you are with your intention, pardon me, the more likely you are to observe things that are aligned. So it says, so we're going on. I actually zoomed in, so hopefully it doesn't like scatter. This method has been used in various fields over the past several decades. For instance, in sports psychology, athletes are encouraged to visualize winning and set an intention such as I'm going to be the champion as a way to deepen a belief within themselves on a subconscious level. You can use the same technique with Randonautica. For instance, if you set your intention as something that reminds me of my grandmother, okay, you can visualize arriving at your Randonautica delivered coordinates and being astonished at what you found and how closely it aligns with a childhood memory pertaining to your grandmother. Oh, that's kind of cool. So, or if your intention is, I want to find. Oh, it's not really giving me all the pages here. Hold on, let's see if we can find it. So it looks like it's only giving me so much. I'm gonna have to buy this book. I'm gonna have to buy like that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna buy this book because I'm not able to get all the pages online for free, which really sucks. And I don't have Kindle. I think you have to have one of those what is it? An Apple Pad or whatever to have that. Alrighty, so here we go. We got some more people on there. So, guys, whoever's on right now, anybody, any new listeners, the main reason why we're here, we got a messenger on the sidebar there. It should be on your right hand side. I don't know, but we're looking for your intention. So we got Chris the Ghost Hunter. He says, use your name as an intention. I don't know. I don't know if that would be good enough one. I think we have to go a little bit more than that. I think it has to be more than my own name. I do know that we have used names of things that we've found, like objects and things that have had names on them, and then you just see something really, really weird. I've seen that in many, many videos. All right, so like I'm still gazing this book on Randonautica that really, really, really seems. Okay, so this is really, really kind of cool. So this one says, now correct my reading is really bad. Synchronicity. synchronicities, I think that's the word, and meaningful coincidences. Throughout history, humans have been fascinated by prophetic dreams and visions in which people somehow imagine a future event. People have attributed prophetic dreams to several things: God and the divinities at play in the world, not necessarily as miracles, but often as a wink and nod from the powers around us. Simple coincidences arising from a meaningless random mental process. Carl Jung's psychological view, synchronicity. I think that's how you say it. Synchronistic phenomena go beyond dreams. They are meaningful coincidences, things that are truly out of the ordinary and without any conventional cause. Some common synchronicities are categorized as deja vu. We've heard of this before. So I've seen this before. Deja Reeve or Ret. I can't really say it because it's got little marks on it. So it says, I've seen this in a dream, both of which have had a distinct feeling that accompanies them. When a randonaut has a clear intention and then finds a corresponding object at their location, this is a prime example of synchronicity. So that actually explains a little bit. So we've been finding things. Well, I have with Angelo on this C3, and nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows whether it really is a person. Maybe it's an intent that goes back into Angelo. We don't really know. So going forward in my adventure, we have to have an all new intent. We're not going to be doing C3. That's his thing. We want to be going fresh into this, but we also want your ideas. So, like, if you have intentions for us and we feel that we can sync with the intentions you give us, we're going to use that in next video. All right, so we got, oh, it's Chris again. Hi, Chris. So he says quantum anomaly as an intention. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. Love this. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So now going back into the chat, we've had a few things. So we've had Tina said, "What about hidden money?" Jennifer said, "How about treasure as an intention?" What else? I think Tina had another one actually. She said the truth about NASA. So that was another one of the intentions so far. So guys, yeah, just give us like as much intent as possible. I'm going to continue reading this though because I'm really interested in this. It's really cool. So there's actually a book that's teaching more about just the official guide to Randonautica, the history behind it. All right, so let's see if I've read this before. Okay, so we read about deja vu. We got past that. That was another thing. When a Randonautica, when a randonaut has a clear intention and then finds a corresponding object at their location, and we have found objects before. That's been a big thing that's been come past us. This is a prime example of synchronicity. Thus, both prophetic dreams and Randonautica based discoveries share that amazing concept, synchronicity. An easy way to grasp synchronicity is recognizing the connection between something internally known as something external and unknown. The seeming impossibility of these random connections make is what makes their occurrence so striking. These events, if powerful enough, will stay with you and maybe even change your worldview. Oh, that's really interesting. All right, so then they go on about Carl Jung's. Okay, I'm gonna go back into chat here. I hope you guys got me more intentions. No more intentions. Come on, folks. So we got the messenger right here. Keep sending us as much intent as you can. I'm gonna put little owls here. Woo! Because that's the randonaut symbol right there. I'm gonna buy this book though. It's really interesting. It's really cool. All right, so we're going to continue on, and hopefully you guys can give us your intent as I read through this. So Carl Jung's concept of synchronicity. The psychologist Carl Jung, okay, so that's what he was. He was a psychologist. Popul- Ah, Let's start again. The psychologist Carl Jung popularized the term synchronicity to categorize these bizarre but meaningful coincidences. They are called synchronicities because they synchronize the internal and external world, a meeting of the psyche with the material. Okay. And it says, while synchronicities are common occurrences in the course of therapy or in close relationships, as both individuals are synchronized to an almost, sometimes truly telepathic extent, Jung was interested in the random, seemingly impossible synchronistic phenomenon. So it sounds like whoever made this app was really, really interested into some deep, deep stuff. Like we have religious beliefs, like spirituality, just the mind over matter. That's what I'm getting from reading this, guys, is like a mind over matter thing. Is that if your mind were to think something, would it materialize? So that's actually, I'm gonna put this in the chat right now. We're really getting somewhere with this. Like with me, I kind of like to play detective when it comes to this. So like, let's not forget this. Mind over matter. We type this right down. This is for all of us randonauts. Mind over matter. Letting our mind materialize either objects, events, familiar or unfamiliar location. Ah, okay. Actually, I really do think we're getting somewhere with this, guys. This is really, really, really cool. All right, so that's in the chat. We're locked in. I've got something here. So that's what I'm seeing, though. Whoever this Carl Jung guy was, the people behind Randonautica, they were somewhat fascinated by him being, like the psychologist he was, and also like thinking beyond the grain. You know what I mean? Thinking beyond things. Like, all right, so we're gonna get back to this. Let's see where I was. So I might have lost pages here. All right, so we'll start back up here. I'm not sure if this is exactly where we were, but I think, yeah, okay, here we go. Here we go. This is where we were digging deep. So it says synchronicities are common occurrences in the course of therapy or in close relationships, as both individuals are synchronized to an almost sometimes truly telepathic extent. Jung was interested in the random, seemingly impossible synchronistic phenomenon. He found it to be one of the strongest forces in his life, guiding him along his most important works. He believed, oh, wait, I lost my part. He believed that synchronicities occurred through a relativity of the psyche, meaning that the unconscious mind experiences time and space in a way our conscious minds can't. Oh, wow. So I'm wondering if like some randonauts have ever experienced like missing bouts of time, or you've ever heard of like time travel or something like that. That would be really, really wild. Imagine using Randonautica, and like you're back to the future, sort of like you go back in time, or you go ahead in time into the future, right? So when a randonaut experiences a synchronicity, it could be that they unconsciously perceive the future or distant space. Jung found that the unconscious mind was capable of perceiving beyond our senses, and that is this unconscious, seemingly impossible sort of sixth sense was the root of all unexplained phenomena. That's really interesting. That's actually why we started using this app, was that unexplained phenomena. I'm going to put that in the chat as well. Let's put that down. So let's put unexplained phenomena. And we're also going to put in all right, let's look at what else we got here. Instant connections when an internal state corresponds with something happening right now. This is also I can't read today. I'm sorry. I'm like dehydrated. This is also simu simultaneously. I'm sorry, I can't read this word. Simultaneously phenomena. Spatial, when an internal state corresponds with something happening far away, or temporal, when an internal state corresponds when something happened with something happening a long time before or after the present. Okay. I don't know if I can do that. I'd really, really like to copy and paste this though. All right, so let's put this in the live stream here. Let's put this in. Instant spatial. And what else does it say? And it says temporal. And so let me just get, let's see what else we got here. Instant connections. Let me put my owl back. Owl. All right. So we have that. And I'm going to just put this in the chat so that people will see it later on. So instant connections. And what else did I put here? I'm going to make this make more sense. Mine. Oh, I lost my page. Where am I here? Okay, here we go. Internal state of mind corresponds with something happening right now. Now, all right, let's see what we got here. This is actually really important stuff that I'm writing right now. So those that are watching, the main reason why we're all here is your intent. So if you've never used the Randonautica app, you can watch this video when obviously the live stream's over and get a little taste of what it's about, or you can go online and look it up. But we're looking for intent. So internal state of mind corresponds with something I agree. Okay. Let's still type this out. This is also I can't say this word. I have to spell it. So this is why I'm putting this in right now. Sonata. E. O-U-S. All right. Phenomena. Spelled that right. All right, let's see this there. M-E-N-A. Yeah, I've got that one right. So we have the first one right there. Okay, so the first one's instant connections. So these are the different types of phenomena. And let's put spatial. Let's put it in capital letters. That way you guys can get it. Spatial. When an internal state corresponds with something happening far away. Okay. State response. Something. All right, let's see what we got here. Happening. Far away. That's very interesting as well. Temporal. Okay, here we go. Actually, let's put this all in capitals. I want this to be. We're digging here. We're digging. When an internal state corresponds with something happening a long time before or after the present. Internal state. Or aha. So we've got these so far, guys. So I've got in the far right bar right there, you can lend us your intent for our next Randonautica video. This is really exciting stuff. So I've got some juice here. I figured some stuff out. All the people that were really interested in this were really interested in psychology. That's one thing. They were interested in time, space, time travel, like a bunch of different things, and the human mind as a whole, because it really seems like a psychology based app, as you're seeing in the right hand side from the author of the book and the creator of Randonautica itself. Somebody just messaged me. What's going on here? It's probably my guitarist. I always forget things. All right, guys. So we're continuing on here. These guys were really obsessed with this. I believe his name was Carl Jung. I'll look up his name before. What was his name here? Yeah, his name was Carl. So Carl Jung. They were really obsessed with this psychologist, and it really makes sense because when you think of mind and matter and things like that, and well, delving into the human mind to be like for it to sync to like an app with like GPS that brings you to these locations and stuff like that. So it really is a mind thing. And it's funny because if your mind is blank, if you've been a randonaut yourself, if your mind is blank, you'll get nowhere. You won't find anything because you'll find a blank slate, right? So it's basically like you're kind of painting the canvas with your mind. So like if I'm thinking something really clearly, maybe I might come across this using this really cool app. Okay, so it says instant connections. Jung used a personal example for the instant connection phenomena. A patient of his had a dream that she was given an expensive piece of jewelry, a golden scarab. While she described this dream to Jung, he heard a tapping at the window and opened it to find a scarab beetle. He caught it and handed it to the patient, saying, "Oh, wow, this is really getting interesting." Oh no, is it gone? Oh, are they only giving us pieces? Oh no. Okay, so I really do have to buy the book. They're kind of skipping ahead. So we're kind of getting off topic with this, but let me just look. Oh, okay, here we go. I got something else here. I got something else here that looks really, really cool. So we might just read that out. What did I write here before? Guys. What did I say? So I'm playing detective right now. I'm really just trying to delve into this app and really get what it's like, what it is that it actually does. Letting our mind materialize. Objects. Applications. Based on minds. Intent. Dreams. Thoughts. Beliefs. Okay, so we've got some other stuff here that I'm getting from Carl Jung. So I wrote that also in the chat. So you guys can check that out as we go. All right, so we're going to read this. It really seems to skip ahead. So that and said, buy the book. Because if you buy the book, you will be missing pages. It's kind of just getting into some really cool facts here. So it says, see in the dark, randonauts show a dedication to exploring the uncertainty and blind spots of the world around us. Now, I'm wondering if that is voids. I'm wondering if the blind spots that the author continues to say and use in this novel I think he's meaning voids. I'm not positive on that. Don't quote me on that, but I think that this is the voids here. Seeing in the dark is a figurative way to explain how randonauts open their hearts, minds, and energy to things otherwise unseen, hidden in plain sight. Venture with mindfulness, pay attention, and practice safety and situational awareness. Being present and wholly aware keeps you and others safe and amplifies the experience. Be sincere, show compassion and a willingness to understand yourself and the community. You're part of a phenomenon, reporting synchronicities and helping build global mythos based on curiosity requires sincerity. Experiencing quantum synchronicities strikes to the very root of who you are as a person, and that can't be faked. At the end of the day, everyone is united by being a randonaut and being within the community. Support and open mindedness are attributes of a true randonaut. Maintain a high vibes intent. Be luminous in thought and strive to radiate positive mindset. Okay, so that's really, really interesting. In being part of a growing group whose members have an impactful influence on one another in the conscious field, keep your intentions positive and always follow the golden rule when setting intentions. Do unto others as you would do unto yourself. Value inner life, show appreciation towards the self as the catalyst for an effect on the external environment. Seeking to better yourself helps to grow and create a beautiful space for future randonauts. Go inward and self-reflect after journeys. Okay. So what's this next part on? Bridge, culture gaps, your experiences to assist. Yeah, I'm gonna read through these actually. So we'll read through these last bits. Obviously, I have to buy this book. It will really, really make my experience probably better with this thing. Maybe we'll find some really cool things like beautiful waterfalls, landscapes, some really neat caves, or maybe like historic landmarks that we were never aware of before that we can really, really check out. But we're gonna read on. So it says, bridge culture gaps, share experiences to assist in understanding the beauty of shared global consciousness. Participating in the conversation can be an empowering experience for all randonauts. Learning that someone on the other side of the world is having the same mind bending experience can create a unity that is both life changing and uncanny. Transform and shift. Curiously test the theory of quantum randomization and the possibility to change your life path or shift into a new, improved space and time. Using Randonautica to better your life is more than just a self help method, it's a tool that enhances the human experience. Open your mind to the idea that other dimensions of consciousness and better versions of yourself are easily accessible. Bring a trash bag. Be respectful of the environment and always leave the place you travel to better than what it was before. So like that's saying too like it has brought us to conservation areas and parks and things like that. So that does make sense. Set the tone for what Randonaut gives back to the environment, this glorious landscape accessible to all. Treat it with care, and you'll find that Randonaut adventures have even the most practical, meaningful outcome. Embrace synchronicity. Dive into randomness to find connections and meaning for both yourself and the community. Use serendipitous, I think that's how you say it, occurrences to guide you on your path. As the mimetic structure unfolds within the growing collective, step into the web of connections by reading, watching, and reviewing others' stories individually. Find a deeper meaning in the signs and symbols that appear to you. It's often the case that best storyline is unfolding progressively on each adventure. Now, there's a theory too, like okay, like I've had this as well. So when we were on this adventure together, me and Angelo with C3, and I know like things we might find or places we might go may seem creepy to us. And we might put that in our videos, like express that in the videos with background music, the way the mood is flowing between character, like between me and Angelo, or between him and somebody else or whoever, right? Um, we might think the complete opposite when meanwhile this could be a peaceful nature. You know what I mean? Like all of this stuff could be peaceful. So like we really don't know. It's just a matter of like 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 this guy says writing the book about Carl Jung and everything like that, is that it's your mind that's either making it a good or bad thing. So like it could be peaceful, like it could be these things could be like completely fine, but we're interpreting it as this, when these could be like, with these things that you find, they could be like weird gifts or weird, like, an expression to you for thinking something in your mind. You know what I mean? Like it's just something that's really really weird. But anyways, getting off topic, we're at what, hour 20. I don't want to milk this video to being like hours and hours long. But if you guys did miss the stream today, I'm going out later to my friend Braden's. We're making a Randonautica video. That's what this whole live stream is about. We need intentions. So later on today, if you did miss this live stream, don't worry about it. Message us your intent. We need as much intent as possible for our first upcoming video. We might have a few misses. I might go out filming and I might like throw out a bunch of film because we might not get anything. But if we get any good intent from you guys, and it leads us to something, then it would be a video that I will upload and you guys will, you'll be excited about it. Like as even Angelo said, like we drive around for hours and sometimes it only leads us to a Walmart, right? So like what? Like were we thinking in our minds like we wanted something from Walmart and then that just seemed to bring us to the place? But anyways, without further ado, I think we got somewhere here. So in the chat I also posted what I got from the author and the creator of the Randonautica things. I this is what I got out of it as a whole. I have it all listed on the right hand side. But anyways, I love you fans. I'm glad for all you new subs joining in. Really 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 appreciate that. Very blessed. Hopefully we find some really really cool stuff on these adventures. But yeah, so this is for our very very first experience with Randonautica. Lend us your intent. You can do so by messaging me on here, so you can put a message in the chat or above in the comment section below, giving us as much intent as possible, or you can even personal message me. I have obviously we've got all of our socials listed. Instagram, we're on YouTube, obviously, and we're on Twitter. So if you guys have me on Twitter already, you can also put your intent there. But anyway, without further ado, I gotta get doing stuff today. I got busy. It is Monday and it is 9:06 a.m. B-Rat out.